their fans had a much less exciting week than yours will be. Matt Canada news has dropped. He is here to stay. That was confirmed. I had that confirmed by the Steelers as well. No changes in 2023. From my understanding and what I have gathered from different sources, there was never a plan for him to go anywhere. Do you believe that, or do you think that's just a little bit of talk after it took a week and a day for the announcement to come out?
I don't know that there wasn't ever any discussion, but I do think that this was a expected move from the organization. I definitely agree with that. I don't know that he was as in danger maybe as a lot of maybe the fan base or like the media kind of maybe wanted to assume. And I think that
Yeah.
that's now that that's put to bed. I mean, it's one of the bigger offseason questions for the Steelers was who's going to be calling the offense. Now that we have that information, we can kind of proceed to other, more important avenues through free agency, the draft, all that stuff as we begin to construct the rest of this offense.
Do you tweeted out, you went on a little bit of a Twitter rant yesterday when the news broke. You weren't a happy camper. What were your thoughts? What do you break that down for us?
Look, here's the thing. I want to make this very clear, okay? I want the Steelers to win. All right, that's what I want to see. I want the Steelers to win, but I sometimes get in a little bit of trouble on Twitter because here's what happens. I am a honest person,
Yeah.
and I give you the good, bad, and different in all situations. I just don't do the whole like the organization's doing this, so it automatically means it's the best thing. I mean, that's just not me. I've never been like that. I wasn't like that before I started, with you guys at All Steelers. So yeah, I think it's a terrible decision. I really do. I think it puts a very hard ceiling on the offense next year, which in fact puts a very hard ceiling on the team. It's not a surprising decision, but it's a disappointing one. And like one of the things that I pointed out last night, and I'll just kind of go through kind of some teams, but the Steelers finished 23rd in points per drive last year. In a rebuilding season, whatever, you got some, quarterback changes, whatever. But you look at the teams that finished below them, New England, Arizona, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Washington, the Jets, the Broncos, the Texans,
Yikes.
Colts. Every single one of those teams fired their play caller, whether that was their head coach, who was the play caller, or their offensive coordinator. Every single team started over except the Steelers. So you guys can sit there and say like, have this blind optimism that we're going to turn this thing around. But there's not statistical real evidence that that's going to happen. Did the Steelers play better over the second half of the season? Absolutely. And if you actually, for those of you guys that follow me on Twitter, y'all know that I was giving Canada some of the credit for that because he deserves some of the credit. My thought process, in addition to that, though, there are very real limitations to this offense because of how it's constructed in the passing game. They don't use play action. They don't use screens, and they're not very good at either of those things when they do use them. Their deep ball offense is literally just go balls, which are Pickens caught 70% of those contested catches down the sideline. As great as I think he is, those are still 50-50 balls, and there is regression probably coming even next year. You look at the receivers like just route trees. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, go ball, go ball, go ball, hitch. Like, it's just a very limited offense that doesn't do enough for its playmakers to get them open schematically. And I have a real big issue with that. Even if there was progression over the second half of the season, it's still not enough. Like, they were still sitting around like 20 points per game. And that's just, I can't believe it. It's just frustrating to see, like, I guess so many in the fan base try to talk themselves into this move as a good move.
Yeah.
Like, not as it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. Like, obviously, us complaining about it or even analyzing the decision, we can't do anything about that. But seeing people like try to talk themselves into this, like as this some like 200 IQ move, is hilarious to me. It's
Yeah. I have seen a lot of people try to cope with the situation. I think that's all you could do is
it's what it is.
cope with it.
It's copium. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're just looking for anything that you could get that's a positive light out of this. I tweeted out my response was positive. I said, like, it did progress, so you never know. Do you fall under the assumption that I want to say it was Kaboli tweeted out yesterday that Mike Tomlin was told Canada to dumb down the offense in 2022 and that we could expect a little bit more in 2023. He tweeted, I think his tweet was like, if he was fired, Canada wasn't told to dumb down the offense. If he stayed, Canada was told to dumb down the offense. Breaking news. Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right. They are once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. From a beard trim to a fresh shave, this technology behind the Beard Hedger Pro Kit allows you to shape your signature beard and look. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make sure your drapes match the carpet by going to manscaped.com and using Steelers20 for 20% off and free shipping. It's time to tame your mane. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all your stubble with Manscaped's Pro Beard Kit. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. That's right. Face grooming doesn't need to be hard. Get 20 different beard lengths in just one guard. It's also waterproof, so you can shave in the shower to avoid all that hair in the sink. The titanium-coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to single-stroke efficiency that brings satisfaction one stroke at a time. The Pro Kit doesn't even end there, though. They have created 4 dermatologist-tested formulas for your post-trim care. First, there is the beard shampoo and conditioner. You need to remember all your hair is different. Your beard hair is more coarse and easier to damage than the hair on your head. That's why the kit has made shampoo and conditioner specially designed to moisturize, reduce ingrown hairs, replace natural oils, and promote beard health. Next, the kit has Manscaped's beard oil, an essential piece to your main facial accessory. No one wants a guy whose beard is brittle and dry. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and the skin beneath while adding a little shimmer and shine, making you look extra fine. Cap off the kit with the Beard Balm, a pomade that shapes, styles, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look to attract any fellows or dames. The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 free gifts: a beard brush, a comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. So get 20% off and free shipping with our code Steelers20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. And all you have to do is use our code Steelers20. Manscaped, Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths.
I mean, that's all speculation.
It's all speculation.
It's all speculation. I mean, I do think that you would reasonably expect to put more on a rookie quarterback's plate in year 2. I mean, I don't think that that's necessarily a revelation. Beyond that, I'm just going off of, this is the same conversation really I had when Canada was hired as offensive coordinator. Matt Canada had a really, really, really great season in 2016 at Pitt. But if you look at his resume, it is atrocious.
We bring this up all the time.
I know he consistently falls up into positions, and I do not understand it. But like, that's the thing with me is, you can spin this however you want, but like when you're a head coach or a play caller, offensive coordinator, and you've got a dozen years long resume, and there's nothing to point out any level of sustained success, I have a hard time getting on board. And this is why, speaking of Tomlin, and I no doubt think that, this was not probably Tomlin's 100% decision on his own. I'm sure that there
Rooney was involved 100%.
I'm sure that there are definitely other voices in the room. It's just, to me, this is where I get a little frustrated when we start having celebrations and stuff on social media about Ayton, not having losing seasons.
Yeah.
And I gave Tomlin a ton of credit for that turnaround. I think it's why I say all the time, he's probably the best or one of the best floor raisers in professional sports. And what I mean by that is, like, Tomlin is going to get the absolute, he's going to get everybody to buy into every single week, every single game, and they'll keep fighting no matter what. And they stay together and fight through adversity. And you have to appreciate that. But this is what frustrates me, because you get into the habit of having these 8-9 win seasons, and then you just stay there. Like, I don't
Yep.
know how you can look at this offense, even how it played in the second half of the season, and say, hey, man, we can go toe to toe with Cincinnati. We can go toe to toe with Buffalo. We can go toe to toe with Kansas City. We've had examples over the last 2 seasons. Three of the last 4 times they played Cincinnati, they got blown out. Buffalo blew them out the water this year. Kansas City blew them out the water twice last year.
Yeah.
Like, we know that, to me, it's just like, isn't the goal still to compete? Like, I understand they've been in a soft rebuild the past 2 seasons, but you got all the offensive pieces on offense in place. Like TJ Watt in his prime, Cam Hayward at the very, very tail end of his prime. He's hanging on for dear life, fighting Father Time. Minka Fitzpatrick in his prime. Why are you not trying to win right now? I can't understand the logic behind it. I really can't.